Apple Watch Series 3 4K subscriber giveaway. Get subscribed. Let's do it. What's going on, guys? What's going on? This is one of those videos today that I get excited about, and I think a lot of people get excited about. We're going to do a real world Mpg test on this 2019 Ford F-350 6.7 powerstroke. It is the XLT premium package, and it has the chrome package, so it's got some stuff added onto it. It's got the running boards, it's got the FX4 package, so it's got all the skid plates and the upgraded shocks, 18-inch wheels. So these are aluminum wheels. I actually really like these wheels. Like I mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of chrome, but I like these wheels. These are 18s, and these are 35 by 12.5 18 General Grabber X3s, which I swear by. You guys all know that. So like I said, this is the XLT premium. I just put these seat covers on the other day. So far so good. They took a little while to get used to the pad in here, but I'm very comfortable in the truck now. So it's got the full center console, which I love because there's a ton of room in here to put receipts and stuff, this being basically a work truck. It does have the big screen. It has the Sync 3 and the navigation, so that's part of the package. It's actually a really nice package, The XL3 Premium gives you quite a bit of stuff, gives you what you need for sure. Power driver's seat, except for the power back, that's hand. I just put these in a little while ago. These are the Husky floor liners, which I swear by. I have them in my 250 as well. And you know, obviously loads of room in these trucks. Here's my skates, just got them sharpened. Loads of room in here. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a real world Mpg test. Spray in bed liner. And a big reason why we're doing it is that, you know, you can't really 100% trust what the computer says, and also the tire size is off because this is quite a bigger tire than what is on this truck from factory. So the speedometer is off, which throws the mileage in the computer off. So we're going to do a real world test. We're going to fill up, and then we're going to go drive the same loop that I did with my 250 over there. I'll post those results at the end of this video, compare it to that, but I am going to do a mileage comparison in the same day from the 350 to the 250. So take the weather factor out of it, takes everything out of it, same loop, same day, same pump, same everything. So we're going to go fill up, we're going to go for a drive, and then we're going to come back and fill up again and do the calculation. So take the computer error and the tire error out of it, and the number is the number. So let's jump in the truck and get this show on the road. Trickle, trickle, trickle. Alright, so there's the 2017 F-250 Literate Ultimate. So this is the result at the end of this video. This is the truck that produced those results. The plow will be coming off today. I'm going to use the truck to take Wendell to his appointment for his like 35 day pre-op checkup on his TPLO knee surgery. I haven't had the dogs in the new truck yet, so I'm going to contain them to this truck for right now. So I'm going to take the plow off of this truck for the first time in a couple weeks. There's no snow in the forecast, but anyway, this is the truck that produced the results that you're going to see. And this is going to be the truck in the 250 versus 350 trial series. Here she is, the old bad cherry. So we're going to pull in the gas station here and fill up, and it works out good because I only have about 55 miles to empty anyway. And of course, it being early in the morning, all of the buses are fueling up, so we're going to be waiting a little while here, unfortunately. But I guess it is what it is. You can't control that. I'm trying to block the sun here. So we're full. I'm going to reset. Okay, we are at 0. So we're gonna get fired up here and get on the way. Gentlemen, start your engines. All right, we're off. Hopefully we have a pretty clean run. There's only one set of lights, and it's right up here, and then getting onto this road right here is the only spot where we could actually sit and idle a little bit. Well, that one was good. We have a green light right now. Let's see if we make it. Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to drive the truck, you know, how I would usually drive. I'm not going to try to get great fuel mileage. And I'm not going to, you know, come onto it and punch it. So like I said, this is a 2019 F-350 6.7, 35 by 12.5, 18s. The truck only has about 1,200 miles on it right now. So it's not really even broke in yet. If you believe in that, if you believe in breaking trucks in. I did find that my 2017 F-250 did get slightly easier on fuel after you know, about 6,000-7,000 miles. I did find that. And when I did this test with my 250, like I said, I'll post those results at the end of this video. But when I did this test with my 250, I also had 35 by 12.5 20s BFG KO2s on the truck. So same tire size, you know, same engine. The only difference is this truck being a 19, it's now rated at 450 horsepower and 935 foot-pound of torque, whereas the 17 250 is 440 horsepower and 925 foot-pound of torque. So this has slightly higher torque and horsepower numbers. Do I notice it? No, not at all. Both trucks are absolute beasts. They will tow whatever you put behind them, and there's just loads of power off the line. For a diesel truck, these things are incredibly fast from a dead stop. There's not much diesel lag at all. And then once the boost builds up even at all, it just takes off and it just pulls. It just pulls. It's quite impressive how powerful and how fast these trucks are. So I can't remember exactly how far the loop is. I did this test with my 250. I think it was back in the summer or early fall. So I can't remember exactly how far the loop is, but it's a good test. It's definitely far enough to get an idea of how your vehicle is going to do mileage-wise. It's not, you know, like a 500-mile test or anything like that, but, you know, you get a bit of this sort of side road driving. I got you flipped around like this right now because we have the ocean on our side, on the driver's side here. It's a really nice spot. The road's really twisty and turny. The truck handles great. But it gives you a bit of everything. So we're not going to be in any stop and go traffic or nothing like that, but it gives you a bit of side road driving, you know, where you're doing 40, 50 miles per hour. And then we'll be on some highway driving where we're going to be doing, you know, 60, 65 or so miles per hour. So it gives you a bit of mix of everything. And there's lots of ups and downs on this road. Nova Scotia, anywhere in Nova Scotia pretty much is like that. So you're going to have lots of ups and downs. So, it's just a really, really good sort of, you know, real world test. You can go on and you can ask people all the time, you know, ask sales guys and go, you know, sponsored videos. Not so much the Super Duties, but the half tons, you know, they always advertise them as being better than what they are. But, you know, recently what I've been noticing with watching videos, especially, you know, like TFL Truck and you know, some of those guys, they're actually hitting the EPA numbers. Like the majority of the time, they're actually hitting the EPA numbers. I find that, you know, 10 years ago, that would not happen. You just wouldn't even come close to the EPA numbers. I really think that they've you know, narrowed it down and they've sort of got stricter on their testing. And generally, you can get either really close or actually hit their numbers, and sometimes even exceed what they're rated at. But you know, these trucks aren't rated anything. Super duty trucks, heavy duty trucks, they don't have to be rated by the EPA. So in order to find, a real world number, you got to watch someone like me go out and do a test and take it for what it is. But a lot of guys, are wondering, man, should I put 35s on my truck? Is it gonna kill my fuel mileage? I still get really good mileage. Would I get better mileage on the factory size? Well, yeah, absolutely. But I still get really good mileage. These tires are phenomenal. Like I swear by these tires in every situation. You guys know that if you watch any of my videos. And my Toyo AT2 Extremes, I love those so far as well. They're on my 17250, and I don't notice the fuel mileage. I've pretty much always had 35s on because the work that I do, I need a good aggressive tire, and I don't notice the fuel mileage loss at all. I still find the truck's very good on fuel. It still tows very good. That's another thing. Will my truck tow good with 35s on it? I've been towing with 35s on my truck the whole time, and there's no issues with it whatsoever. The water's very high. We had a pretty good storm here a couple days ago, or yesterday and the previous night. We got a bunch of snow, and then we got a crap load of rain yesterday, like 35-40 millimeters of rain, whatever that is in inches, I'm not sure, but it was a lot. We had about 5 or 6 inches of snow, and then the rain just completely took it away and took away snow that we had even before that. So I did the old TFL truck pump method, and I'll do the same thing when I get back. I'll fill it up till it clicks. I'll wait 30 seconds, and then I'll fill it up again. And we'll get our scientific accurate number as far as mileage goes for this truck. And like I've said before, I'm gonna be doing tons of 350 versus 250 videos. This is just designated for this truck, but like I said, I'm actually gonna do a 250 versus 350 fuel mileage test in the same day. So it takes the weather, it takes the wind, it takes all that stuff out of the picture, and give you guys the numbers. Because a lot of people are bouncing back and forth, like, do I need the extra payload from the 350 versus the 250? That's kind of comes down to what you're gonna be using the truck for. But ride quality, yes, the 250 does ride a bit better than what this truck does, but it's not bad at all. So if you're worried about payload, if you're right on the cusp of, when I load my camper on the truck, there's a good chance I'm gonna be over, or when I tow my dump trailer, or when I do whatever, blah blah blah, there's a good chance that I'll be over my GVWR on the 250, but 350 would be lots. Then these are the videos you're gonna want to watch to help you make that choice. So we just went through like a little roundabout. And now we're heading up this hill for this new exit that they installed, and we're going to merge onto the highway. So I'm accelerating here, and I'm going up a pretty good hill while I'm accelerating from like a 40 to 80. So that will obviously affect the mileage, but once we get up here, it's a downhill acceleration onto the highway, and then we're just gonna cruise on the highway for, honestly, like I said, I can't remember how long, and we're gonna get off the highway, do a loop around, and come back, exact same route, go to the pump, fill up. Okay, so we're gonna merge on the highway. A little acceleration, this is exactly how I would accelerate if I was just driving without doing the test. Alright, so we're on the highway, and I'm going to set it to 102 kilometers per hour, knowing that my speedometer is off by about 3 to 4 kilometers per hour, and it's reading right now at you know, like 65 miles per hour, 63, 64 miles per hour, so it actually is a little bit more than that. So yeah, we're just cruising on the highway. I'll show you that speed right now, and we'll just continue on driving here. So there it is, you can see the speed. That's what we're gonna continue to cruise at here for the next, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. It is a bit windy, and you know, like I said, there are quite a few hills, ups and downs on this trip. So we're just climbing a hill right now that absolutely kills transport trucks when they're hauling loads, and it definitely affects my 550 when I'm towing my 8-ton Kubota. So the truck dropped down its speed maybe like, I don't know, a kilometer. It's still in 6th gear. I'm at like 1500 RPM, and it's still just pulling, starting to sort of even out again a little bit now. That's another thing I absolutely love about the diesels, is because it has so much torque, it never needs to shift down. Like, never. If that was a gas engine, it would have had to shift down a couple gears. Like if it was the F-150 10 speed, it probably would have dropped down to 8th or 7th on that hill. And you know, if it was my Tundra, it definitely would have dropped down. If it was my old V10 350, it definitely would have dropped down at least 1 gear. And that's just the beauty of these diesels. There's just so much torque. It very rarely does it ever need to shift down out of 6th gear. When you're just driving on the highway, you know, you're not hauling any weight, obviously. If I was towing my dump trailer with, you know, if I was towing 10,000 pounds, it would have had to have shifted down on that hill. That's a steep hill. But that is the beauty of these. I mean, that's why diesels are easier on fuel, because there's just so much torque. And the torque, like your max torque is at like 2,000 RPM. Whereas a gas engine, you know, is 4, 3,500, 4, 4,000, 5,000. Some gas engines are at like 6,000, like the new Tacoma. I'm pretty sure that like its max torque is at like 6,000 RPM, horsepower and torque. So that's just the reason why this is so much easier on fuel. Just loads of torque for days. Oh, that damn sun, eh? Alright, so we're just getting ready to pull off the highway here. We've gone 40.6 kilometers, so you know what's that, like 25, 27, 28 miles. And we're averaging 14.7 liters for every 100 right now. According to the truck. And that's, you know, like 15 mpg, 15.5 mpg. So we're just pulling off. We're gonna loop around and head back. That was an absolute clean run. I didn't have to touch the brake at all until right now. I had to touch the brake, didn't have to touch the accelerator, absolutely nothing until right there. Now, if we can do that on the way back, that would be absolutely incredible. Okay. Back on the highway. We're gonna get up to our cruising speed here again, the exact same speed. Okay, it is set and we are now on our way back. Alright guys, so this is why this is real world testing. We had to brake a little while back. We got a guy in front of us towing an enclosed trailer, and he's still doing like 98 to 100 kilometers an hour, so he's still doing close to 60 miles per hour, but he's up and down a little bit. So I did have to hit the brake, but I think we were definitely driving into a bit of a wind on the way there, and now we got a bit of wind behind us on the way back, because we were at like 14.8 on the way there, and right now we're at 14.2 as of right now. And if we're behind this guy for a long period of time, it's going to be even better, because we're doing slower speed, and that's just kind of how it works. The slower you go, the better mileage you get. And of course, one of my biggest pet peeves of people that drive inconsistent speeds. A passing lane comes, and what does he do? He was up to like 106, 108 kilometers an hour. And now it's not a pass lane anymore, and he's right back down to like 94. I cannot stand when people do that. Like, if you can't drive a consistent speed, just use your cruise control. Like, every vehicle these days has cruise control, and it's more economical most of the time. Just use it. I can't stand when people... I spend a lot of time on the roads now. Like, I drive 50,000 miles a year most of the time, and I see the stupidest stuff, and this stuff just drives me nuts. We got another pass lane coming up, and I want to get by this guy, so I might have to hit it a little bit. We're going for it. So it's a van towing a trailer. It's an old Ford van. Alright, we are past, right back down to our speed where we want to be, and finally got pulling off the highway on the same exit that we started at. Get back to the gas station, fuel station, diesel station. These seat covers, they're growing on me big time. I'm really comfortable in here. At first, like I said, that padding in the middle on the seat and on the back, and when I first got in it, I was a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unsure. But now that I've driven the truck for probably 150 or so kilometers since I installed these. I'm really comfortable. Through our little loop-de-doop here. Alright, next stop is the fuel station. Alright, we made it. We're just getting ready to pull into the fuel station here. So we need to get to our same pump that we used the first time. I'm gonna do a nice big wide turn here. Turning it right up to the same pump. The truck is saying 84 kilometers and 13.3 liters per every 100 kilometers. So go out and fill this thing up, do the same thing, fill it up, wait 30 seconds, and we'll get our actual number. Alright, so there is the pump. There's the receipt. So let's go home and do some calculations. Alright guys, so here I am editing the video, sitting down and figuring this all out. Alright, so according to the truck we went 84 kilometers, but we know that that's not right. I've actually predetermined the calculation using my speedometer app on my phone that goes off of GPS, that it's off by 1.07. So I timed 84 by 1.07, and it came out to 89.88 kilometers. So we used 12.949 liters of fuel on that trip. So when I put that in, it comes out to 14.41. So 89.88, and then my liters comes out to 14.41 liters per every 100 kilometers. And when I do that, to convert that to mpg for you guys, it comes out to 16.32 mpg. So 16.32 mpg on that trip. And my 250, when I did my 250, came out to 12.49 liters per every 100. So let's take a look and see what that was in mpg. So 12.49, which is 18.83 mpg. So, you know, there is a bit of difference there for sure. Now, like I said, it's different weather, different days. It's colder out right now. So to take that air out of everything, I'm just gonna do that test, you know, in the same day, both trucks, same day, same weather, same everything. All right, so there it is, guys. So those are the numbers, pretty much what I sort of expected. The truck was off, and you know, they generally are off a little bit, but yeah, like I said, I'll do the same test in the same day so we get an accurate number. There's going to be all kinds of 250 versus 350 videos. We're going to call it like the 250 versus 350 series. So obviously stay tuned for that. But you know, as always, thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button. The more subs we get, the better. Apple Watch Series 3 once we hit 4K, so that's exciting. Like the video. The more likes, the better. If you don't like it, then you know right on you don't like it. Tell me why and tell me what I can do to make them better. But alright guys, as always, stay safe, take care, work hard, play harder. You gotta work hard to play hard. Alright, later.